Hello and welcome to the FrameRate podcast. My name is Morgan. I'm the host for this episode, and with me I have three special people. Two of them you might recognize from the last one, and that would be James, say hello,
Hi.
and Gaius, who is now a Lord of Scotland.
Yes, hello.
And one that you might not recognize, because I believe it's his first time appearing with this, is our buddy Writer's Block.
Hello.
All right, and today's episode is going to be focusing mainly on RPGs. We don't really have a particular focus with this episode. We're just talking about them, what we like about them, what we don't like about them, and some of our favorite RPGs. So, kick us off. James, what's some of the RPGs you've played and liked?
My personal favorite RPG, basically ever, is probably gotta be Star Wars: The Republic.
All right,
I
nice.
love this game.
Very nice, very nice. You love
I-
love it?
I also agree. Very game. I love number 2. I am so piss baby mad that they canceled the third one.
Ooh, canceled the third one. Huh, that sucks.
Wait,
All
wait, wait. Are we talking about the same thing, Gaius?
You're talking about Old Republic, right?
Yeah, not Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh shit, yeah.
The Old Republic is the MMORPG. Knights of the Old Republic is the single player.
Yeah.
All right.
I
so there's a little
I never
confusion
think
there.
of the MMO, so whenever I hear like Old Republic, I always just like assume it's
It's a Knights of the Old Republic. All right. Yeah.
yeah.
Honest mistake there. Okay, so going to Writer's Block now. What was the some of the RPGs you played, favorite, first one? However it goes.
Well, like the first game I really ever played was honestly Pokemon Yellow.
Fair.
And like some of my favorites that I've played was the entire Witcher series.
Mm,
Fantastic.
fantastic games. Fantastic
Oh
games
yeah,
right there.
definitely. I wouldn't count the Souls games as really RPGs, but they're more so action games. But
They have RPG
Yeah, like
aspects.
action
you can give it
RPGs,
that.
not
Yeah.
necessarily.
What about
I have
Assassin's
like
Creed? Would that be considered an RPG?
Yeah.
It can
I
be.
would say an action RPG because they're like it's sort of like Souls. Like there's like things you can do, like you can kind of choose, but like overall the story kind of ends the same.
Yeah.
I have like 5,000 hours in World of Warcraft. And,
Oh boy.
Probably like 250 in Diablo 3.
Diablo 3 is a good one.
know
But I
about
think
that.
Path of Exile is a better version of Diablo.
I've been told that specifically by
It
you.
really is. It really is. It's good.
I used to try and play Path of Exile when I had my shitty laptop with HD 600 graphics.
No.
No, it did not work.
But honestly, the skill tree is so massive that you can actually just multi-class if you really want to, and it's worth it.
I will continue off of Path of Exile. I haven't played a whole lot. I tried it, but it's a game that requires more time. But I did enjoy my time with it though. Like it felt like I had freedom in the game.
Oh yeah.
Like I wasn't like told, like I wasn't like more or less like soft forced into it, like in Skyrim, how you're kind of soft forced into Ranger. Basically, or
I knew
Stealth
this
Archer.
was gonna dwell. We knew it was gonna get to Skyrim eventually. I just didn't think it would be that quick.
Damn
Path,
it,
of,
Todd.
Path
God
of
damn it.
Exile is a game
he's
you
done
can
it again.
super easily put like 25,000 hours in and not know everything.
You mentioned Pokemon, which as of right now I am currently playing.
Yeah. Turn-based RPGs are
Turn-based.
pretty
They're pretty
I'm-
good.
A quick
I'm
question,
also-
actually. Oh, you continue. You continue.
good. I'm also currently playing through Ni no Kuni 1 and 2.
Those are very, very good games. Ni no
Studio
Kuni, the
Ghibli.
original, I believe, was the better one though.
They're both animated.
Yep.
By yeah, it's fantastic.
So on to what? Yep. Your question?
Would the Total War games be considered RPGs?
I think they're more RTS.
Yeah,
Like they're more RTS, but like in terms of politics and stuff, like that can. So I would say it's more of like a freeform RPG.
it depends on
Maybe.
how you play the game
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah.
I mean, Crusader Kings is definitely an RPG because
Yes.
if you're not playing the role of a king, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
If
it's
you're-
Yeah.
called Crusader Kings for a reason.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to play the
Yeah,
game.
Yeah.
listen, if you're not trying to unite the entire European world under the banner of Brazil, you're playing it wrong.
God, it's starting to sound like Risk over here.
No, pretty much.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
no, Crusader Kings is basically Risk, but more focused on politics and continuing the bloodlines so you don't end the game.
Yes. All right. So going into exactly what defines an RPG, because we've kind of just talked about what we think is a good RPG, what we like about what RPGs we liked. What exactly would define an RPG for you?
A role play.
That is the term.
So like I would say a game that focuses, like for example, like there's like action RPG, like there's like different types, but like a proper, vanilla RPG, I would say would have to focus less on gameplay and more on actually playing the role. So like for example, Baldur's Gate, it would
Mm,
be a good example of an RPG because like you have to more or less play the role of the character in order to progress rather than just magic bullshit everywhere.
mm,
Um, it it also I the D&D games specifically like Baldur's Gate and especially Neverwinter Nights. I do like the fact that your stats also define what you can and cannot do. For example, if you have a low intelligence in Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter Nights, it will change your dialogue.
mm.
It's like
That's
trying
actually-
to converse with a brick.
Yeah, it's also like that reminds me the old Fallout games too. Like if your intelligence is really low, you'll talk in like Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Basically.
Fucking
Basically,
monkey
the
brain.
trade off is you probably dip more into strength and intelligence like I did, but
Yeah.
and still somehow
Who needs brain when muscle?
Yeah.
managed to swindle people out of money with like a fucking 6 in charisma.
0 intelligence, 10 strength, 10 charisma.
All right.
God,
The most convincing idiot you've ever talked to.
That man could lead me to my death, and I would say nothing against him.
I fucking love Neverwinter
He
Nights.
may be stupid, but at least he's pretty.
He's stupid, but you know when he's right, he's right.
You can't argue with him. If you do, he'll beat your ass. But
It's like a bard.
Like I love Neverwinter Nights because you can either take it like seriously and try to make like a genuine role playing experience, or you can just fucking shitpost.
Yeah.
Like there is no in between. Like you're either like extremely focused on the story, or you just cause havoc with every waking step.
Mm.
another good RPG is Shadow of War.
Oh, that's
Yes.
the Lord of the Rings one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, both extremely good
Um,
games.
Both really good.
Oh, that reminds me. Third Age was one of the few Western like JRPG styled games that I really enjoyed.
Mm.
I'm not usually a fan of that format. Like especially like Persona. I like the idea of it, but I just never really liked the gameplay.
Yeah.
If you play like Persona 1 and 2, they're completely different games than 3 and beyond.
So it's kind of like
Oh,
Fallout, where 1 and 2 are
Um,
completely fucking different.
1 and 2 are they're a lot different. In like 5 you get a gun at the start and they're still story driven but not as much as 1 and 2 are, where you get to
Persona,
like pick
but with
which way you
gun.
go through the game.
A very comfy RPG as well is For the King. I believe it's just like a low title indie game, but like I played it with Tyler and it's very comfy.
Mm.
Like It's got basic classes. Like it's like a rules light kind of game. It's a JRPG format, but it's like not. It's done well because it doesn't have like too many options. It gives you like three. It's like kind of like Pokemon in the sense it gives you like 3 or 4 options, and that's it.
Mm.
And like they're not like there's no like special statuses. There's no. I mean, there are, but they're very simple statuses. Like a lot of them do the same thing.
Yeah, there's no like sub-level complexity to the statuses like in
Yeah, like
Pokemon.
leveling up. There's no there's not like directly stats that you change. They change based on your equipment, not your level,
Yeah.
to a degree. So like, it, you obviously as you level up, you progress, but the focus is gear, and it's also multiplayer.
Mm.
So like it's like a party experience, and it's fun. It's just comfy.
Yeah. Comfy is good.
I used to be like extremely retarded and like wanted to over crunch everything. I mean, I still kind of do, but now I'm like, I don't have time to function that. Like, for example, in like tabletop RPGs. But now I just kind of want to play rules light.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Going
Would Sea
into
of Thieves be considered an RPG?
Sea of
Hmm?
Thieves
See
would
if these.
I think it'd be an adventure,
Yeah, I would say more of like an adventure, maybe adventure RPG.
maybe,
Like,
because you can
like
like
the folk,
I mean,
because
the
like they're
focus isn't really just to be pirate.
you
Go
play
yeah.
do
the
stuff,
role, so
kill people,
yes,
you
it's
know.
it's like an
Yeah,
adventure
it's
RPG
yeah, it's like an adventure RPG, maybe an action RPG. Like
with no like
there are
stats to really worry about or anything
like
like that.
you can play as a role. Like for example, I mean, somebody's got to direct the ship. But like
Someone's gotta drive.
It's kind of bridging that line to where it could almost be an MMO because you typically end up playing with a lot of other people online.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
it toes the line.
so
It's
I think maybe
yeah.
like online and adventure RPG would probably be the closest you could get to giving it a label.
Yeah. Um,
Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner, no.
I would
Oh,
say that's an action RPG actually.
yeah, action.
Yeah, because it's I mean action. Also, you have
It's a
skills,
reaction time
stats,
based platformer.
bullet hell RPG.
Oh
Yeah.
God, too many
And there are
categories.
actual
Moving
stats
on.
you gotta worry about.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
Speaking of
Now we're
stats to
getting into
worry
fighting
about,
game territory.
Everything is a role playing game.
technically, technically,
I don't know, man. You're playing a role.
Yeah, like in Call of Duty, you're playing as the soldier you're playing.
you're
Yeah.
playing a role.
Oh my
And it's a
fucking!
game.
It always fucking ends up like
It
this.
always ends up like this. I expected it to take longer, but we're like fucking 15
I'm
minutes in
sorry
and
for
we're
being
already there.
autistic.
No, you're good.
Are
Uh,
you playing game? Are you playing a role in it?
does the
Role
game have
playing
a
game.
story? Do you play a role in the story? Role playing game. There we go.
That's-
Bam,
Discussion done.
Everything is a role play.
Wrap it up, boys. We got it.
Wrap it up.
Roll
Shortest
credits.
podcast in history. Everything's a role playing game.
We need another graphic like the last one, guys. Quick. Another pie chart with everything being a role playing game.
And everything's just slightly off.
It's Venn diagram, but it's for fighting and role playing.
Everything.
It's
Just
everything's
in the
middle.
crossover thing, it just says everything, and there's nothing in either side.
Is there combat? Is there a role you gotta play? Yeah, it's a fighting role playing game.
It's an action RPG. Everything's an action RPG now.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yes.
Fuck. Fuck.
Pavlov.
Action
We-
RPG.
We break reality with every podcast we do.
It's
it
so
seems.
hard to have these kinds of podcasts because then we get to the point where we realize everything is the same.
Vermintide.
Action RPG.
Yes, actually, there are stats.
There are
Yeah.
There's
stats.
differences in character.
There's gear that you can equip, and each gear can do a different thing.
Yeah. Rainbow Six. You're playing the role of a terrorist or counter-terrorist. CS:GO.
You're playing a terrorist or a counter-terrorist.
Yup.
Somebody stop us before we go too far.
I think
You
we're
already
already
have.
gone too
We've
far.
gone too far. We're too
It's
far
too
gone in
late.
this.
Actually, I have a way to undo all of this.
Do it,
Yeah.
please,
Tetris.
God. But you get to you can choose which piece sometimes because you get to save them.
But you're not.
You're playing the
You're-
role of a block.
You're trying to
person.
not lose to God.
You are a block.
You're the block
First
master.
person Tetris.
You could probably find that in like VR chat or
You
something.
so could. Oh, first person Tetris. You're playing the role of a man who's placing blocks to try not to die.
Mordhau role-playing game. You're a knight or a Viking. No.
Or a peasant. Oh man, I'm sitting here all
Role-playing
cozy.
game idea. You're dead.
Phasmophobia. Horror RPG.
You play as a corpse.
Yes.
You play as a corpse.
You are the ghost.
You're the guy people are paying respect.
That's actually a recommended like update for the game.
What?
Where you can have
For
somebody play as the
Phas.
People.
People
Just play Home
want
Sweet
a
Home if you wanna play
5-player
it together.
version.
Oh,
Literally
or-
just play Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. Or Home Sweet Home.
yeah. I mean,
That works too.
I mean, it'd be super like easy to get a shit ton of money.
What?
Sports
For
RPG.
Dead by Daylight, just I don't know, like fucking Faz guy, just I don't know, do like a partnership and just make it a whole DLC.
Yeah, that'd work.
What? You can have like killers from Dead by Daylight be like Ghost and Phas.
Yeah, or like the fucking robot people, and then
What?
I don't know.
Are you thinking of the right game?
I don't think he
Right.
is.
I don't think I am. I'm talking about Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Interesting.
How did you get to FNAF?
I've never played it, by the way. Never played either.
Oh my god, Gaius.
Payday RPG. You're playing as a heist.
Thank
You
Bank
have
robber.
stats.
You're technically they have names.
Yeah.
They have names. You're playing as the person with the name.
Mm.
Hey, did you know I have a name?
I have a name. Is life a
No, you
role-playing
don't. Don't lie.
game?
You're in my RPG. You're just an NPC. So
But in my RPG, everyone else is just an NPC.
yes,
But you're an important one.
yes, I am a lord after all.
Can't kill him. He just
I'm-
goes into down
I am
Damn
a
it,
quest
he's
giver.
essential.
I'm a quest giver. That's why I'm
You gotta
essential.
open up console to kill Gaius.
At least,
Yeah.
at least you're not an essential follower.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I could be.
You try to open up the console to kill him, but it turns out it's just like children in Skyrim where they just fall to the ground and then just get back up.
Gorilla tag.
The
You're playing as
fact
a
that they
monkey.
hard immortal the children in Skyrim.
Yes.
I hate that.
I would like everyone here to recognize Gorilla Tag as an RPG. You are playing as a monkey.
That is
That's
Yes,
okay,
yes.
yeah, RPG.
Also, gorilla based. So I mean,
Monkey cool.
brain. I found an
Monkey
RPG called Vape Escape when I was looking for like
I
games
have
to
it.
mock
I already own
vaping.
it.
I own it too, and it's so dumb. You play a monkey trying to escape a spaceship.
What?
That's the fucking
Yes.
premise of the game.
No, it's
so-
that's honestly actually the game.
That's, the
that's
fucking
so
game.
fucking cool.
It's so fucking. It's like 8-bit. I don't even remember what the fucking
It's so
style
fucking
was.
dude. That's so goddamn cool.
It's cool.
I
but so
actually
fucking
like that
dumb.
concept.
RPG.
I'll send you I'll send you the link to the store page for it if you want. I was
Please,
literally
please.
trying to look up games that mock vaping because my friend and I were having, or I don't remember which friend. Was it you, Chris?
No,
No,
I already owned it, and that might be why it showed up.
that might be. But I was having a conversation with one of my buddies about like, do you know how many games have vaping involved? And it's like, what do you mean? And so I started looking it up as a joke. I'm like, let's see if there's any RPGs for this. And then that came up, and I'm like, yes.
Just
Ape.
a monkey vape or
Just-
something?
No, he's just a fucking astronaut monkey. They just
Mungy.
called it Vape Escape for no fucking reason.
Monkey.
Mungy.
Mongi.
Monkey.
What? You saved me.
Amogus.
Why?
Monkey.
Monkey.
Speaking of monkey,
Yes. Oh,
there we go. I was waiting for somebody to make a monkey noise. That was all I wanted.
Don't fucking tempt me. I will peek everything, okay?
Please don't,
I'm
God.
going to the red with monkey noises.
Please don't. I can't see it if it goes there. We can't go back.
If I
Where we're
move,
going, we don't need colors.
if I move exactly a foot forward, I will peak the mic.
Can you
I
do
can
that with
move my
monkey
mic
sound?
closer and peek it with monkey mode.
Let me see if I can peek my mic because it's attached to a headset and I haven't peeked it
Oh.
ever.
Oh, you're so loud.
Wonton soup.
He's gonna hate this.
Nope, still didn't pink it. I still didn't peek it.
I
Okay.
did.
I fucking shoved it in my mouth and I couldn't peek it. Oh god, the monkey's in my house.
It's behind you. Watch
He's
out.
here. He's here.
Have you ever kidnapped anybody while making monkey sounds?
I'm sorry. Are you talking about the time you got put in a trunk? I'm
talking about the time that I put Tyler in a car.
Yeah. Fucking,
Excuse
remember
me,
that.
What?
Oh yeah, that's right. I was in a trunk before.
you were.
I remember when you were in the trunk and there was a ton of books and Mountain Dew, and then they took a sharp left and all the books fell on you
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
with
that was a
your
good-
legs spread,
that was a
so
good
it caused the most damage.
That was a good time. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. You played
And
the
we were
role very
listening to
well.
We were
Fucking
listening to
balls,
Panzer
Morguir.
Camp.
Oh, fucking. So,
I'm involved in a lot of kidnappings.
You are.
Surprise-
You really are.
surprisingly,
I-
most of them are legal.
Consenting kidnappings.
Yes.
For legal purposes.
For completely legal
So,
reasons.
Where did the topic of
I'm not
RPGs
kidnapping
go?
anyone. Don't worry.
I don't know. Well, technically, Pokemon is a slave game, so kidnapping is
It
kind of a
is.
thing.
Dude,
Did we
dude.
talk about Subnautica? It's a good RPG.
It really is.
It is.
I
The
never
it's a
second
good-
one,
it's a good
not so
story.
much so.
Sub-Zero, I consider it meh. It's not bad, but it's not good.
It's not even out yet.
Would Rise Son of Rome be considered an action RPG?
Probably.
Yes.
There's skills, stats, and there's also, I don't know, like killing
Combat?
elephants.
Yeah, action RPG.
Killing elephants is my main point, though.
Poaching?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
I might look
poaching
into that.
simulator.
I'm gonna look into that.
Speaking of, Rise Son of Rome is getting a sequel.
Rise
Which
Son of
I-
Rome
Would you-
2?
Rise.
Yeah.
Romulus and Remus?
Oh, I actually hope we get a Romulus game.
Rise, grandson of Rome.
Would you count Hunter Call of the Wild as an RPG?
You can change your
Yeah.
gun. There's distancing stats.
Isn't there also like you have to like sell stuff, or is it?
Yeah, you can sell stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's an RPG.
Yeah, I guess it's an
a-
RPG. You play the
Would
role of a hunter.
simulation games be technically RPGs then?
Technically, you're just playing the role of God. Everything's doing. Most simulations can do their own thing. Like they run themselves and you just observe.
technically, like hunting games would technically be a hunting simulator, right?
Technically, yes.
I mean, I
Also,
know this is already counted as an RPG, but like, even like Stardew Valley is an RPG.
Yeah, and like
And that's like,
also
yeah.
farming simulator.
yeah.
Would you count Sims as an RPG?
Well,
Yeah. You're
You
playing
could.
God.
you play God, yeah.
You play the contractor.
You
I
ri-
remember so much fun shit we did with
Like,
Sims.
Oh God, 4 in the
In
morning.
Sims, you could
4
literally
in the morning.
erase somebody's like only way out of a room and just
Watch them slowly
Science.
devolve to death.
Yeah. It's
I
amazing.
don't want to say this, but it's true.
what is true.
Using Sims to perform experiments on your Sims is just like what the fucking Nazis did.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
That's how we got a
Also
lot
the
of medical knowledge.
also the Stanford prison experiment.
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever see the Russian sleep project?
Yeah, I
I
seen
Yes.
that one.
That one's
heard
Very
fucking
it.
freaky.
interesting.
I heard it was fake, but that could also be cringe, not real news.
Well, people think it's a creepypasta, but some
Like I
people
mean,
say that it
There's
actually
like
happened.
photos.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's photos.
I mean, like people be like, oh, pee pee poo poo, it was fake. It's like, yeah, but like, it's not unbelievable.
Yeah,
It's
that's
actually a fairly believable thing. They actually
Yeah.
outlawed like human experiments like that in Russia,
Yeah,
like in
because
the aftermath of that time frame.
yeah,
Where the fuck did RPGs go?
no idea.
Dude, we keep going from
can we get
RPGs to fucking.
a Russian sleep experiment RPG, please?
Dude, please.
Can we just have like mad scientist simulators? Like we can like do like this the prison experiment, the sleep experiment, the pee
Doom
pee poo
Eternal
poo
and
society experiment.
Doom Eternal.
RPG.
Is it an RPG?
I would say it's
You're
an action
playing the
RPG.
role of the
Because you got skills, you got like buffs, you got
Yeah, you got
stats, you got
skills, buff
different
stats.
guns.
Does that
Um,
make fighting games RPGs?
technically, yeah.
Absolutely. Mortal
Because you get to
Kombat.
pick.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my god, no.
I have a meme I want to make now.
We're
Hold
now
on.
bridging
No.
the gap between everything being a fighting game and everything being an RPG.
Everything is an action RPG, we have decided.
We've gone past the point of no return.
Oh god.
So like, okay,
We're only 30 minutes in.
yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
We came to this conclusion 5 minutes in.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
And it's been a downhill experience from there. I feel like a lot of the podcasts that are like more free form will be more fun because
Because you don't have a topic that you're specifically driving for, so you just
yeah,
have all these outside thoughts that come flying in.
yeah,
They're actually one of our best ones was actually structured, but it was structured around a very specific point
yeah.
during a
Wasn't
point
it
of Burr.
the monster fighting one?
No. Our best podcast so far is episode 2, which was when year 4 season 2's patch notes came out for Honor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like, objectively, it's the best one.
Objectively, it's the best
For
one.
haha
But
funny, these
Cons-
ones are the better ones.
considering how long these ones have been out, they're doing better objectively. Like in reference to time, to how many listens we get on this thing, these most recent ones are doing pretty damn well. So, back to RPGs. Did you know that in the new Pokemon games, they removed some of the, I'd say, essential move choices?
Like,
Like, you can't get Dragon Rage anymore.
why?
The static 40 damage move you can't use anymore.
Game bad immediately.
Game bad.
Yeah. You know what? New game bad, old game good.
Old game good. I'm playing Fire Red over here and I can't wait to get Dragon Rage, but I looked it up and you can't use Dragon Rage and some other moves in Gen 8.
Like I don't really want to like super rag on like Pokemon because I mean it's a comfy game.
Yeah, it's
But
comfy.
like the new ones offer like nothing new. And
Everything new that they offer is not even like mechanic wise, really.
yeah, like I get it. You know, there's only so much you can do, and you know, like you gotta make more Pokemon to keep it interesting. But you know, you could also do. You can maybe focus on the RPG aspect, where you know you gotta just like you focus on the story versus mechanics and you know, amount of Pokemon and you know all this stuff. Like
they
make
have
maybe make like a darker story. Maybe make I don't know like more make a story where you have more choices that can actually impact the end of the game. Like maybe make a game where it's not the focus is to be the best there ever was, but I don't know, stop like terrorism or some shit like that. You
well,
know?
that's most of the games actually, but
No,
the
that's
that's
literally like one of the end goals.
there's one end goal. The Gen 5, you have to stop somebody from making Pokemon like the dominant species of the planet.
I mean that's just eco terrorism. That's a different blend.
There's one where there's
Eco-
groups that are trying
eco-terrorism
to
based.
wipe the Earth, pretty much, where they're trying to capture the legendary Pokemon that have a domain over the Earth and one that has a domain over the sea, and they want to expand the oceans or expand the landmass and pretty much wipe out an entire section of like types of Pokemon, which would end up in destroying the fucking planet.
I will
To-
say the
be-
new games have really gone baby mode.
Oh yeah, they hand things out.
Um,
Listen, if I don't have to cry myself to sleep because I fucked up so bad that I have to restart the game, I don't want to play it.
They've done things like they give you little candies that let you level up your Pokemon a little bit. Like they give you experience candies where you can get like 200, 400, and like 1,000 XP per candy. And it's like, that's fucking baby mode.
I mean,
'Cause-
I can get it if it's like a super rare or costly item. Like,
Yeah,
so
like-
you have to spend like literal days trying to find one.
Rare
Or, like-
candies
Yeah,
are
like
one free level for a Pokemon. But in, I believe, pretty much any of the games before Gen 5, there was only like 3 or 4 within the game.
I don't know, I just feel like new Pokemon games cringe. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the new Pokemon in general.
Yeah, there's one Pokemon
A
that
lot of them are
Cool.
very uninspired. And I get
There's-
it, there's only so many things you can do, but
Yeah.
I mean, maybe instead of making new pee pee poo poo, I don't know, focus on, I don't know,
improving the stuff you've already got.
yeah, like, like maybe make a new set of evolutions or
They
know, like-
did. They did actually. They added an evolution to Zigzagoon in Gen 8.
I mean, like for other Pokemon that don't
Yeah.
have many, or 'cause
Yeah,
I think
like
there's only some that have,
Dunsparce doesn't have an evolution, so give
Yeah.
him an evolution line.
yeah, like do something so that way people who may have liked them, I don't know who would have liked them, but
I like
You know-
Dunsparce. Dunsparce is funny.
I mean that's your prerogative, but maybe maybe make what you already have better. Or maybe graphics aren't a huge issue, but I feel like for a game as big like as Pokemon, it's lacking in that department.
Mm.
Like,
Like-
it doesn't feel like a game that you pay full price for.
In 8 generations of Pokemon, they have, since Gen 5, they have added one new type. And Gen 5 was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, like it feels like a stagnation. Like they're just resting on their laurels instead of like doing new stuff.
Yeah. Like
Which is-
I can get the adding new types of Pokemon is kind of going to be a challenge because I
more.
got to think about it. Yeah, what up?
Black and White came out 11 years ago.
Oh fuck, that's even worse.
That's
Yeah.
Gen 5.
Gen
Yeah.
5
That
2010.
That was 2010. I
I would say-
remember
And
buying it.
They've
I would
only
say
added
Gen 5 is like the last like decent gen. Like
Kalos
with,
was all right. I'll give
I
Kalos
played
the
through it.
benefit.
It wasn't my favorite. I still preferred like Black and White because you could do like video chat through it.
Yeah, Gen 5 was
and that
good.
was fun.
That was fun. I liked Gen 5. Gen 5 was one of the first
See,
Pokemon games I played.
I'm a Gen 3 supremacist.
Oh
so,
god,
like,
yes.
No, same.
Oh,
Like
Gen 3 is my favorite.
fun thing.
like-
Gen 3 was when they did the remakes of the OG games.
yeah, it's like I mean you can't go wrong with remaking Gold, so
Also, they remade Gen 3 and Gen 6? 7? 6. Yeah, so they remade
six.
Omega.
yeah, but
they,
like it's
yeah,
It was like Gen 6.5 or something
yeah.
because they made it really easy to get everything.
yeah, like so they took a good thing, made it bad.
Well,
lot
it's
of-
You
it's
could get
still
every
good,
legendary
but,
Pokemon that ever came out in that game.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
it's-
dumb.
It's like because like Gen 3 is like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, right? If I remember right.
Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald.
Yeah, like you could only get one of the game specific,
Yeah,
legendary.
the game
which I
mascot.
liked. Like it made the difference in the game because like it didn't they all kind of have a somewhat different story.
Sort of. Generally, they just replaced like one of the legendaries had each
Yeah,
point.
like the actual like each like it wasn't like the like copy paste. Like there was like different some somewhat different.
There were some
dialogue.
changes, yeah.
Yeah, so like it felt like they tried, but like we should just make every single legendary Pokemon like available in the game. It's like, oh, why buy one and not?
Yeah, and
Why
they're
buy?
not. It's not even like the game requires you to collect them in the story. It's like they just show up
Yeah, it's
for absolutely no reason. They're just there.
yeah, it's pee pee poo poo. I don't like it.
What I did like, however, was what they did with Latios and Latias from that generation, where one of them would help you like through your story, but you had to actually you couldn't really use them for that until you caught them. But they
I
also
did like
handed
that.
it. They also like handed those
No,
Pokemon to
they
you.
definitely handed it to you, but I do like.
The flute and flying around the region thing
Yeah.
was pretty cool in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Because they actually let you like discover everything and actually like move around freely
And-
with Fly instead of just being you're going to this city.
Yeah, and you could get attacked by Pokemon in the air, which was pretty fucking cool. And
So
then
it's more
Gen
like surf.
Yeah, and then Gen 7 they kind of just went back to the whole, oh yeah, you're going from here to here. We just make it look nice.
Yeah.
Honestly, every time they do something with Gen 3, they add something that I like, but they also do stuff that I don't like.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, just like remake it visually and then republish it at like half price and I
Yeah.
don't know, say like, hey, pee pee poo poo, you can take your data from the old games and put them in the new ones. So you can just play.
I did figure out that there was a way to transfer Gen 3 Pokemon up to Gen 4 without using like Poke Transfer or whatever the fuck it was. And it was literally built into the games. It was not a separate thing you had to get in order to do it.
Oh, okay.
If you had a Gen 3 game in the Game Boy slot of a Nintendo DS and a Gen 4 game in there,
Yeah,
you
Yeah, I
could
see.
transfer them there.
Yeah, I see what you're going on about now.
Yeah. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But then Nintendo, oh boy, Nintendo got a bit greedy.
Pokemon Bank. $5.
Every time they remake a game, they add every new Pokemon from the current generation to that game when it doesn't need it.
Yeah,
But
and
they
like
also did this shit where they made Mega Evolution for one region, and in the next region, they're like, we have this new thing. And the next region, they're like, we have this new thing, but you can't use any of the previous ones.
Gen 8, there's no Mega Evolutions. And I don't think there's any Z moves.
I actually liked the Mega Evolutions.
Mega Evolutions was good.
One thing I actually wanted them to keep, and they just got rid of it. And they keep changing what it is now.
They had the ability to let you Mega Evolve stuff in Sun and Moon, but it was very hard to find the stones for it.
Gen 8 is Sword and Shield, correct?
Yes, Gen 8 is Sword and Shield.
They don't have Mega Evolution, but they have something similar to
Dynamax. It's not even really similar. It's the same thing, just different.
Gigantamax and Dynamax, which are both really interesting.
Gigantamax is just Dynamax, but it changes how the Pokemon actually looks.
And it actually, gives you more special moves. Like, I started with, well, Cinderace is the third evolution of it, but that was a starter I went for. And Gigantamax is different than Dynamax.
Barely.
Quite a lot. I get an entire new look to the Pokemon, an entire new set of moves while Gigantamax.
It's not really a new set of moves. It's just
the same
specific moves. If it's an exclusive move to the Pokemon that has a quote unquote Gigantamax, it becomes just like Max
Pyro
whatever.
Ball becomes G-Max Fireball.
Yeah, that's a specific like move, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
so that's
if you
your starter
have three
specific.
Fire type moves,
they all become
one
like
of them
Max
will
Flame.
They all become G-Max Fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you should not have 3 Fire type moves. You should, have different moves for different.
Yeah, but there's
situations.
physical fire moves, there's special fire
See,
moves.
I'm a fire
Is that-
supremacist, so like,
Because that Pokemon could just be your stab Pokemon as a fire type. And
Yeah.
so you want them to have as many fire type moves as possible.
Because if they have the ability Blaze or
listen, I just collect fire type Pokemon cards because I think they look cool.
they look
I
cool.
mean, I'm just a pyromaniac, so I like fire.
Same. That's why I always choose the fire starter.
I mean, that I always do better with the fire starter.
Yeah. I'm doing my fire red run through right now, and I chose.
I do alright
Charmander.
with water. I mean, the only fire starter I don't like is Torchic.
He's all right actually. He turns into a
Yeah,
Blaziken.
Blaziken
Blaziken's
is
all right.
actually good.
In Gen
Okay,
8,
The path to
Blaziken
get
listen, best starter Mudkip.
guaranteed.
yeah.
Mudkip broken.
Pretty sure he's the only one that gets a dual typing in his third evolution.
Yeah, so like Mudkip best starter.
I thought that Blaziken was firefighting.
I think I thought that too, but then apparently he's not firefighting. I think I had this
He's
conversation
not a
with my roommate.
firefighter.
I'm surprised you didn't go for the grass type starter in Gen 8. 'cause
Oh, I did. Sceptile's fast, but Blaziken with speed boost in Gen 8,
I've never played anything.
he is
after,
fire.
like, Gen
Blaziken
4,
is
so-
firefighting.
The
So-
grass type starter for Gen
maybe
8 is
five.
Monkey.
Grookey.
They become big monkey with drum.
Ugh.
Okay,
Oh,
not gonna lie, that's pretty
also,
sweet.
the legendaries in Gen 8 are absolutely broken.
You can get basically every legendary in Gen
Yeah,
8.
but also, what the fuck is Zacian?
Good question.
What the fuck is he?
Also,
Is
you
it-
can hit level 100 before the first gym
Very easily, from what I've been
from
told.
literally about 4 hours of grinding.
Mm,
Like in Gen 8.
they're far
Yeah,
too
if
generous.
you have the DLCs, you can just go to the
Oh, there's
Safari.
DLCs for Pokemon now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, there's
that's-
DLCs for Gen 8.
Fuck,
Cringe
the
as
Crown
fuck.
Tundra. You can just go to the
that's,
caves.
that's so fucking cringe.
They're
Oh,
like
it is.
$40 too.
Yeah. So on top of spending
Oh,
60 bucks
no.
for the game, you're spending $40 for each DLC.
You're buying like a
Oh.
battle pass type deal.
Battle. You mean a
No.
season
No.
pass?
They call it an
season pass,
expansion pass for them.
Oh, no.
It gives
Well, yeah,
you
of course
two
they do.
DLCs, which are actually really worth it. The Crown
Yeah.
Tundra is way more worth it than the other one, though.
I
None of
like,
it's worth it.
honestly speaking, I'm pretty sure the one where you get Urshifu is way more worth it.
Urshifu is the one that's not the Crown Tundra. The Crown
Exactly.
Tundra gives you basically every legendary before Gen
Well,
8.
yeah, that's cool,
But you get
but
Urshifu. I really
Urshifu.
like Urshifu because I went with the water Urshifu.
yeah, the
They
water
made a
Urshifu.
funny JoJo joke.
Yeah.
Oh, based. Okay, I changed my mind.
Okay, you change your mind. My
Yes, I do
it's a
arbitrarily make my opinions. How could you tell?
it's a panda legendary that mythical.
Mythical, yeah.
It's
'cause
a
What
it's
the
a
fuck is the
yeah.
difference?
I fucking know. I so
What is the
fucking
difference between a legendary and a mythical?
I have
Both
no
sound
fucking-
fucking legendary to me.
legendaries can't evolve.
That's
I'm
weird.
sorry, that's bullshit. Gen 7 Cosmog evolves into the legendaries.
Well,
It's
once they're a
fucking
legendary, they
stupid.
don't evolve.
You know what?
Rayquaza can Mega Evolve. Fuck off.
CEO of retard company, can you please stop? I
It
will.
feels
I
like
will.
they change up the rules every single game.
They
Yeah.
do.
Like, okay, you know what?
J-
Yu-Gi-Oh, all right, but like at least
At least they keep the rules
remain somewhat
consistent. They just add new stuff to them and have to work the rules around making that
Yeah,
fit in.
I mean, I hate anything past Exes, but like,
Oh god, hate it. Is Yu-Gi-Oh an RPG?
yeah,
Technically.
yeah,
It's a
technically.
role-playing card game.
There we go.
It- Oh, yes,
Is Magic the Gathering an RPG?
yes,
Yes.
because you play as a
Role-playing card
sorcerer. Lore-wise, you were playing as a sorcerer, so technically, yes. That's all I know about Magic, pretty much.
We've delved back. We have taken a step back as a human group.
We've
Yes.
taken
A
a
few.
It
I
took.
feel like
It,
we've taken like a nice leisurely jog backwards.
Yeah.
it took us maybe like 15 minutes to like magically get back to everything is an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually.
you
though.
love to see it.
Um,
I mentioned Zacian earlier, and I didn't really delve into what I was referring to with that. His attack stat and special attack stat exceed 500 in their base stats.
I know none of what this means because I haven't played
Um,
Pokemon in fucking forever.
his base attack is what his
Base?
attack is before anything like changes it, I think.
Oh, okay.
So, like, Charmander's base stats would be like 30, 40, something, something for all the stats. Zacian has a 545 in one of his stat columns and a 535 in his other stat column. That is the highest we have ever seen.
Well,
Ever.
my brother spent like 3 weeks straight trying to get Zapdos in Gen 8 because
Oh, is that Electric Chicken?
Yes.
Yes.
yeah,
Nice.
because of how difficult it was to get him because he kept lowering my brother's stats in every hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I love Zapdos. He's so fucking based.
I did find out that Zacian has a lot of attacks, or like a lot of attack stat, but he has like no defense stats.
Maybe
So-
Nah.
Morg.
Glass Cannon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arceus has the same base total as Zacian and Zemensa.
Is Arceus
God.
Arceus is the
What?
god of
God.
Pokemon.
And
Isn't his base stat
Fucking-
total 600? 'Cause, like,
Arceus?
Yeah, I could have swore his base
It's
stats were all 100.
720.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
They're
Okay.
all they're all 120.
listen, I want to put it to a vote. Can we just
Yes.
rename every Pokemon using a somewhat relevant Latin term?
Dio for
Why?
Arceus.
Because I want it to be. That's
Gladius for Zacian. Literally, Zacian is pretty much Sif from fucking Dark Souls. He's just a dog with a
Yeah.
sword in his mouth.
why. Yeah, so we can maybe name it, I don't know, like Lupus or whatever.
Oh yeah, and Morg.
Yes.
Eternamax, Eternatus.
Eternatus. Or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
his base stat total is 1,125.
Oh yeah, he
literally
was the
sounds like
highest
a Roman
stat
word.
total. But Zacian had the
Um,
highest like attack and special attack.
Mega Mewtwo X, Mega Mewtwo Y, Mega Rayquaza, Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, and Ultra
Why are you talking algebra?
Necrozma. They're
Necro-
all higher than what you're talking about, Mikey.
Their base special attack and base attack stats. Not their
No,
totals.
They're totals.
I'm not talking totals. I'm talking individual stats.
Primal Groudon has a higher base attack.
Does he? What's his base
Yeah,
attack?
180, and Mega Mewtwo X has 190.
Maybe I'm thinking of something different, but
So
I know
I literally just looked it up.
Zacian base stats.
I mean, to be honest, Pokemon Shield is cooler than Sword. 'cause
Here,
I
I'll just
said
send you a
so.
link.
I mean, I like
Oh, base.
Shield more. I never
Max.
played it, but I like Shield more because it sounds very defensive, which I
Min
usually
and
play
max,
in every
yeah.
RTS. So
Okay, I was referring to that wrong. At max, his stat is like 482, but with like moves that increase his attack stat, it can get up to 485 or something.
Check your messages real quick, Morg.
Yeah, I'll check that. I was reading that wrong.
Can we think for a
Yeah.
minute how we went from RPGs to how everything's an RPG back to RPGs, and now everything is just Pokemon stats?
Because Pokemon's like a very popular RPG.
I would like to change the game topic if y'all would not mind.
I do not mind whatsoever.
So, dragging a bit of Warhammer into this. Warhammer 40K Inquisitor is actually a very solid RPG. It has dialogue paths. It has like different stats like weapons, armor, as like skills, as classes, and it gets sleeped on a lot. But overall, I like it. It's got kind of wonky gameplay. Like
Yeah.
it's like You know, in like the game Alien Swarm. If
Yeah.
any of you've ever played it, it's like that,
I-
like sort of combat.
Ooh.
So it's like weird at
Yeah, weird.
first, but like as you play it, because like there's like bound key, like stuff too. But like in terms of like shooting and like interacting with the world, it's like point click look around shit.
Yeah.
But
It's
it
like Dead Ops Arcade zombies.
yeah. Mm, There's also like there's technically standalone game expansions. Like you can play them all independently, but they all add to the game if you get them together. But like for example, like one I believe adds the Adeptus Mechanicus, which is very based.
I
Mm.
mean, in Alien Storm Reactive Drop, which is the one I have, me and
Yeah,
my
I
buddies got, a Warhammer 40k mod
yeah,
that turns
same.
everyone into a Space Marine, and
Yeah,
it's fucking
same.
great.
It's so fucking fun. I don't remember. Does it change them into Tyranids?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's fucking based. We should all play that at some point.
Yeah,
We
just
should.
ask Mason, and we'll get it. We'll
I-
get the boys together.
Dude, I fucking listen. If you want me to do literally anything, just throw 40k in the mix. I'm in. Like, I'm not really much of a consumer for a lot, but like Warhammer is one of the few things. I'll make criticisms of it. Like for example, a lot of the 40k games are fucking ass. Like a lot of them are objectively should never have been made. But then you have a few gems like Deathwing.
Yeah, Deathwing's gold.
Yeah, Deathwing is so fucking nice, and like I love that it's technically an action RPG as well, because like, there's like classes and skills and
Eternal Crusade could technically be considered an MMORPG.
yeah, because it's got like classes. Each has like sort of like its skill tree kinda.
Yeah.
Um,
Equipment tree sorts.
equipment tree. They're like for Chaos and Eldar. There's like
Ew,
there's
Chaos
like
and Eldar.
spells and
Imagine
shit.
not playing Space Marines.
I only have Chaos whenever Space Marines are taking forever to fucking load. But even then, I have a Death Guard because I use the mod. Which
I don't use mod because I don't exactly know how it works.
it's very simple to install. It's just it basically just adds more content to the game. Like it adds the Fallen, which I like. It adds Death Guard. Adds like other successor chapters. Adds like Iron Hands.
Isn't
Raven
Death Guard the
Guard.
successor chapter to the Imperial Fist?
No, Death Guard are one of the legions.
Hmm.
Alright.
So like, yeah, talk about Warhammer. I can fucking go on for hours.
Yeah, and we got a little bit of a somewhat of
Yeah.
a time limit on this one. So we're probably gonna call it just about here. If you want another episode on Warhammer, somebody can probably suggest that to us, and we'll give that a shot for you.
I would love to be involved in that.
All right, we'll let you know if we do decide to.
A 10-hour
So-
podcast guy and
Yes.
rambling on about Warhammer.
Going
So-
from like Age of Strife to
This is the RPG episode.
Explain
We
the entire Horus Heresy,
goddamn Horus Heresy, no.
dude. Listen, I have half of the 54 novels on just the Heresy, not even
Dear
including Caesar
God.
Terra. I have a lot to talk about.
All right, so this has been the RPG episode. We had a lot of fun doing this. Somehow we flopped topics like 15 times, and we reached the big conclusion within
Mostly.
5 minutes.
Yeah, mostly stayed kind of on topic.
Kind of. Yeah,
Everything's
kind
an
of.
RPG.
There we go. Yeah, everything's on topic now. All right. So thanks for joining us for this one, and we'll see you all next time. I hope you have a great one. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Role play well.
All right.
In everything you do.
All right. See you around,
I'm
guys.
coming after you.
Bye.
Bye.